time. This is going to be carnage personified. It's been a wild night, but we haven't seen anything yet.
And Joe, from that sick look on your face, that little smile, I'm guessing that...
First time we've seen the Culmination en masse in a number of months. The New Age played Gory, the former welterweight champion, Atticus and Otis, the former tag team champions, and Remy LaVey, who has manipulated and mind-controlled many, in the reign of this macabre foursome. The Culmination have left a wake of bodies in their path. They have left a lot of innocent victims and casualties in their way. But after Atticus interrupted another pay-per-view, after they continue to do damage to this company, my promise that it would be the worst year of these men's lives only continues. Hope you're ready for war, gentlemen. See the handprint on Alex Jordan's face to symbolize the mind control Krimson has over him. The disciples of the dead. Jordan and Phoenix with the embodiment of evil. Looking at Krimson's original creation in the Dead Wrestling Society, Gory. Gory has become more evil and built an army all his own, but Krimson has recruited his own warriors to fight the cause and even the score. None more intimidating than the man we're about to see. Six feet 8 inches tall, 350 pounds, Abyss has joined forces with Crimson Society, with Crimson Disciples, and we got 8 men beating the hell out of each other. Atticus and Phoenix, Gory and Jordan. It is Krimson, it is Otis, it is Remy with Abyss.
And I'll tell you, if you're watching this and you think you're going to see a lot of hip tosses and catch as catch can, you're not going to see that. You're going to see fists, you're going to see violence. It's one thing to have the Culmination out there. It's one thing to have this team of Jordan and Phoenix out there, but you've also got Abyss, and you can call him a mastermind, you can call him a personification of evil, Krimson out there with a personal vendetta specifically against Gory. And Joe, this is going to be hard to follow.
Look at this. Jordan flies the tope and helo. Jordan and Phoenix are changed men since falling under the spell of Krimson. More intense, a higher pain threshold, and more reckless. They will throw caution to the wind as John Phoenix takes a chance! And this matchup is absolutely exploding, and we have not even had an official bell.
And Joe, you think of all the things that we've seen Abyss go through throughout his career. This is almost, as we've said about Krimson before, this is almost like a playground to him. It's almost feeding time at the zoo for Abyss.
Wait a minute. Abyss has the bell hammer. I believe that just started the match, and it may have ended Atticus. This brawl continues. Krimson now in the ring with Remy LaVey. Gory has put so many roadblocks in front of Krimson to keep Krimson from Gory. From Remy LaVey, 2 count, to Matt Connor, to G-Raver. The Cogar brothers are the last, jawbreaker, that Krimson has not been able to vanquish, and that's why Krimson recruited, Jordan and Phoenix. Otis tagged in, Krimson drops him.
And we saw for months and months the questions with Phoenix and Jordan is what side was Phoenix on? We certainly know now under the tutelage, as scary as that is, of Krimson. And we've talked a number of times what it did for Gory and what we see it doing at this point for Jordan and Phoenix right now.
Otis gets planted. Otis, 260-pounder, was choked out by Alex Jordan as Krimson gets 2. A month ago, the biggest member of the Culmination, who goes to the eyes, but Alex Jordan, that MMA background, choked him out. That shows you the danger that Crimson's disciples of the dead possess as Atticus Cogar unloading on Krimson.
And coming up on Alex Jordan, you think of that MMA background plus what Krimson taught him, he is certainly a deadly force. Oh, gee.
Krimson firing back. And the aggression of Krimson. You gotta believe he's looking at every Culmination member, but seeing Gory each time. Gory has evaded Krimson for a year, ever since Gory and the Culmination turned on Krimson. He came in as their mentor. But when Krimson shook the hand of somebody the Culmination didn't approve, automatically the Sharks sensed blood, and they felt Krimson was too weak anymore. Crimson's proved them wrong every time he's been here.
Well, the Culmination is about mass violence and hysteria and pandemonium, but what they do not respect is weakness. Oh, man.
The monster abyss in the ring. Atticus may have wet himself. Atticus just turned around and saw a literal monster. Atticus is a monster on the inside, but Abyss is a monster in every sense of the word. And the sick and sinister Atticus Cogar trying to maneuver Abyss. Oh, that didn't work.
Well, you gotta have a different game plan against a guy like Abyss.
Atticus is a welterweight. He's 160 pounds. He is outweighed by 190 pounds. And now, Atticus taking a chance. Nobody there.
Loving that, aren't you, Joe?
Oh, smile to my face.
What I was going to say earlier, this isn't just a main event for you, obviously. Oh, well.
All those times Atticus bullied me. All those times the Culmination pushed around everybody in this locker room. Intimidated everybody. Had their way with this entire company. Abducted people. Tortured people. That's what's in your future. That's karma, Atticus.
It's going to be a lot more than that with Abyss in there.
And Phoenix down.
You know that this, with Phoenix and the Culmination, is personal as well. And Joe, I'll go on record and saying I thought the decision was in. I thought Phoenix was the newest member of the Culmination, and apparently I was wrong.
Well, Phoenix did have some evil inside him, but it wasn't from the source we expected as Gory holds open the rope. Phoenix hits hard on the floor. And look at the Culmination now, like a pack of dogs. They see an opening, and it's 4-on-1 on Phoenix, and the official's none the wiser. Abyss, Crimson, and Jordan can't risk disqualification. And the Culmination manipulating as they do so well.
They would not only end this in a hurry, but then the Culmination would get away scot-free, so to speak.
Absolutely. This is meant to teach a lesson here. This is meant for a Culmination to finally get what they deserve for all of their misgivings. Gory. Obviously a great disdain for Phoenix. Gory wanted Phoenix as part of the Culmination. Remy recruited him for months. It looked to be a 99% done deal until Crimson slipped in and served his own brand of Kool-Aid.
And that just goes to show exactly what Crimson is. For fans that may remember the old Gory, he was happy-go-lucky, always had a smile on his face.
Oh, and now a thirst for flesh.
To say the least.
Gory in with the shoulders trapped, and Phoenix got caught with the Atticus knee as well. Gory keeps elevating Phoenix, and Phoenix keeps getting caught with these Culmination knees. As soon as Phoenix kicks out, Gory uses the momentum to swing Phoenix into harm's way. And Gory mocking Crimson, mocking Abyss. Gory has no idea he's not 350 pounds himself.
We certainly can't tell him any different. And I mentioned earlier about Nate Wings using every ounce that he has to his fullest advantage, and that's exactly what Gory does. Gory is the innovator of that kind of offense, if you will.
And Phoenix has been neutralized. And Gory biting that hand again. Gory's almost cannibalistic in this ring. Remy LaVey tagged in.
Talk about a change in attitude, obviously, we've seen from Remy LaVey, but just the aggression that we saw from Sean Phoenix and Alex Jordan early on. Phoenix in a bad part of town right now, but
Phoenix get hit from all sides. He's trying to fight as best he can. Remy just smothering Phoenix.
You know, you think of 7 of the 8 competitors in this matchup have a direct link to Krimson. Krimson, obviously the culmination comes from that Krimson, I guess you call it learning tree, as demonic as that may sound. And Abyss formally aligning himself with Father James Mitchell, and we know what he's about.
Absolutely. Jim Mitchell, part of Decay. Certainly Abyss lives that same lifestyle. As frequent tags here, Remy to Atticus to, I believe, Otis. As Atticus springs off with that sidekick. Otis charges in. If the Culmination win this matchup, cover 2 count only that time, which is a very real possibility. If the Culmination wins this tag team matchup, what is their future? Is there anyone that can stop them?
Well, if you have Krimson in there, you have the new Sean Phoenix, the new Alex Jordan, and Abyss, and they can't break down the Culmination, Joe, I don't know if there's hope for anybody. I mean, I'll ask you the question. You've thrown a lot.
Oh, Phoenix got thrown like a lawn dart.
You've thrown a lot at the wall of the Culmination, and they seem to...
We're the cover 2 count only.
They seem to misstep and keep going. So let me ask you, what would be next? If you even have a plan then.
I honestly don't know. I don't know. I'm hoping it doesn't come to that, but the Culmination, ever since our 3rd event in this building, have been terrorizing this company. And Phoenix just dropped Gory! Phoenix turns into a twisting DDT!
Both teams now needing to get a fresh man in there. Phoenix started to roll towards the Culmination's corner, trying to figure out exactly his positioning and where he's at right now.
Gory, what? Here comes Remy, Atticus, Otis. I don't believe Otis got to a tag that time. I believe he and Krimson are still legal, and Krimson is unloading as Phoenix got to the embodiment of evil, and the dynamic changes. And Krimson went to miss Gory! Krimson finally had a shot against Gory, but the referee got it.
Well, obviously Gory knows Krimson just as well, so he had to know that was coming. Uh-oh, Joe.
And Gory knows enough to get the hell out of Dodge, because Krimson's been waiting for this for a year. And then changes on, look out in the locker room. Meanwhile, look at Jordan. Takes out Remy. This thing's breaking down again.
And Joe, we don't have any authority in there at this point. This is going to get even crazier.
The official's been blinded. Look at this. Elevated sling blade as Remy takes Jordan down.
Well, wait a minute, Joe.
Here comes the monster. You forgot about one. Goozle. Second time. Abyss gonna elevate both men. Remy and Otis a step ahead. 2-on-1 on Abyss now centering. Abyss breaks free. Double clothesline. The monster charges in. Atticus. Black hole slam. This is it. Abyss the cover, no referee.
Well, Joe, we have no official, so we can count to 100. It ain't gonna do a thing.
The referee is hurt. That mist will sting you. I believe the ring announcer is trying to water the eyes of the official when Abyss in the chaos is now being assaulted 3-on-1. Jordan is hurt. Phoenix is hurt.
And Joe, the Culmination has strength in numbers. Obviously 4-on-4, but they have that strength because they are constant working. Uh-oh.
Crimson's back and he's got an equalizer. Crimson's going to even the score. Oh, Otis got it. Wham! Remy! Oh, that's my favorite of them all. Atticus between the eyes, and here comes Gory again. Gory evaded Krimson in the back, but he picked his spot. The chair kicked into Krimson's skull, and a Culmination are back on top.
And you mentioned earlier, forgetting about Abyss was the Culmination, and Krimson right there forgot about Gory.
Wait. Oh, that's that wooden club that the Culmination beat the hell out of Alex Jordan's ribs with last month. A sickening thud across Jordan's body. Atticus, Cogar, Otis, and Remy led that charge, and now Gory's going to beat the hell out of Krimson with it. Well, this could be the end of Krimson. Gory could end this now.
Gory's got to counter Abyss on the outside.
Now Abyss is watching. Wait a minute. Oh, Abyss brought Janice! Janice is in Premier Championship Wrestling, and Gory is stunned! That's a bit of a step up from the club, I'll tell you that.
Absolutely, and Gory needs to turn around right now. He doesn't have any good opportunities or options.
Oh, look at this. Witch's Wheel. Gory got drilled with a Witch's Wheel. Crimson's been waiting a year to do that. Remy now. Gets it as well. And Krimson just daring somebody to fight. Atticus in now. There goes Atticus. Big brother Otis. Oh, Otis counters Krimson. No, Krimson slips out the back door. One final conquer.
And Crimson's taking out the Culmination.
Witch's Wheel to Otis. Crimson will go through everybody to a man to get to Gory. And Crimson gets the victory. The Culmination pays some more dues, and Krimson gets a small measure of revenge that's been a year in the making. He recruited his disciples. He recruited a monster. He had to fight an entire movement. But tonight, Krimson rises from the dead and silences Gory.
Oh, Joe, this war may be far from over, but the Culmination certainly taking the L on this one. And to an extent, to a small degree, Krimson got a matter of revenge here tonight.
You gotta believe Krimson and Gory is still on its way. Krimson still wants one-on-one, but tonight the dead rise and inherit the earth. Krimson, the disciples at Abyss, victorious, and the Culmination continue a very, very bad year. Thank you for joining us here tonight in Cleveland, for it has been the Culmination's Doomsday.